Money FM 89.3. Best of breakfast. Mind your business. Only on Money FM 89.3.
Yes, thanks for joining us on Mind Your Business with me, Audrey Siek, and Ryan Huang. So it's no secret, right, that artificial intelligence is moving at lightning speed. A Chinese startup called Deep has recently made waves and shook up the AI landscape. Earlier this January, Deep unveiled its open source model called the DeepSeek R1. It delivers top-tier performance matching those of leading AI systems like OpenAI, but at just a fraction of the cost to develop, 1/10 of Meta's Llama model, in fact. So that's a game changer.
A game changer and a big disruption because it now means folks trying to get access to AI capabilities will not have to fork out as much. In fact, it's going to be just at a fraction of the cost. So these are going to mean people will be taking a closer look and re-evaluating perhaps their AI development strategies. And this is where maybe they can now implement it in a more forceful fashion and more aggressively into their business workflow without breaking the bank.
Yeah, so what does this mean for the future of work and productivity and digital transformation? To help us connect the dots and to tell us more about the ripple effects of affordable AI, we've got John Deeb, Field CTO for Workato APAC, with us on the show today. Great to have you with us, John.
Thanks, Audrey. Great to be on.
Great to have you.
All right. So we've been hearing a lot about how all these AI models have been changing the game. And of course, DeepSeek is among the latest. It's achieved what many tech giants have been spending billions of dollars trying to perfect, an AI model that runs at 1/10 of the cost. Give us an idea, John, about how these advancements have been directly impacting the workplace when it comes to productivity, when you look at things like streamlining operations and maybe even reducing some of the workloads.
Yeah, that's right, Ryan. The reduction in cost is a great thing. It means more adoption, absolutely. But there are other concerns for businesses to adopt AI. And one of them is governance, security, and the protection of the ethical concerns around AI. So although the cost of AI might be coming down, businesses are still looking at ways of ensuring that they can use it and not have any consequences from that use.
Okay, so we know that not every industry is known for, jumping on the tech bandwagon quickly. How do you think affordable AI is going to kind of shake things up for those sectors that typically lag behind in digital adoption?
Thanks, Audrey. Yeah, organizations of all sizes can use AI. It's a great equalizer. And so we do expect those organizations to actually adopt AI quicker because they don't need to factor in as many of the concerns, the obstacles that larger organizations need to consider. So reducing the cost and making it more accessible is going to result in more use and being able to get those benefits. So that is absolutely a great outcome for organizations of all sizes.
All right, give us an idea of how this is playing out on the ground. What sort of implementations and also results have been seen so far? Where have you been seeing these play out?
Yeah, we have some customers leveraging agentic AI in many ways at Workato. And a lot of them are around taking traditional processes like processing invoices or looking at requisitions and all these things that were traditionally done with a lot of human interaction, and using AI to really reduce and streamline that process, still keeping a human in the loop, but getting a lot of advantages from accelerating processing times and getting quality and consistent data into various systems without humans having to do all the work. So there are some examples of organizations in Asia, Australia, and others where they're using Workato with AI models to really accelerate their business processes.
All right, so it sounds like Workato has been about streamlining and harnessing AI, not as a replacer, but to enhance human activity. So how do you see AI amplifying all of this, especially when it comes to eliminating silos and making business operations more intelligent?
Yeah, Audrey, a lot of organizations still have what we call legacy technology. And so the importance of really streamlining processes is being able to connect to those underlying and often complex systems with AI. And that's really the important aspect of making AI more than just searchable and intelligent search and into actionable. So when you're interacting with your agents, you want to be able to query but also act on the information. And that's where connectivity or connecting to those systems in an organization is really important. So that's the really missing ingredient for really maximizing the use of agentic AI in organizations.
Yeah, John, I'm wondering how easy it is for a company to jump on board adopting all these new things, new AI tools and so on. Because if I'm running a business, a small business, in fact, I'm going to be worried about things like payroll, how to keep the lights on, bring in new business. There are so many other things to worry about, and that's going to be near the bottom of my list in terms of trying out something new. How should they be thinking about, trying this out, and how affordable is it for a small business?
Yeah, so Ryan, a lot of our customers are investing time and money into AI to really understand how they can leverage it better as a competitive differentiator. So we actually see customers prioritizing how AI fits in their business because it's a way of really creating competitive differentiation. So there's a lot of experiments going on. And one of the things that you've mentioned earlier is that price point to even try AI has reduced significantly. So by making it really easy to leverage, we're seeing a lot of organizations try things out, try it in different areas within their business to see how they can improve.
So speaking of trying things out when it comes to these companies, does it require a huge overhaul of their existing systems, or can it be easily integrated into how their workplace is being run?
That's our vision, Audrey, at Workato, is making that connectivity back to their applications seamless and simple. So by being able to connect to their existing applications, they don't need to create or overhaul their applications in the business today, that you can leverage what's been built. We believe at Workato, our vision is about connecting the applications seamlessly and easily, and then leveraging AI to really maximize the business benefits from all this great technology that's being delivered.
Oh, that sounds great. So let's walk through some of the timelines. So how fast can they get on board in terms of implementing, getting up to speed, having the right talent? And what are the cost models involved? Is it pay per use? Is it pay per month?
Yeah, so speed is the amazing thing. We can get up and running in hours and days. There's a lot of models out there. You mentioned DeepSeek. There are a lot of models out there similar that offer the capability. So speed is one of those advantages. The cost model typically is per transaction, but again, it's a lot of different variables that need to be taken into consideration. But this is technology that is accessible to organizations of all sizes.
All right, John, well, we'd love to hear some standout success stories. Could you possibly share a few examples of how businesses which are using Workato have transformed not just, the processes, but customer experience as well?
Sure. I mean, at Workato, we are industry agnostic. We work with clients across many technologies, but one standout for us is Gulf Marine. Gulf Marine needed to do more with less to really empower their team to handle growth, and they were able to achieve hundreds of hours a month savings by implementing automation around the migration of their major applications. So it's an example of a customer who got really quick benefits from integrating both their applications and AI together.
Okay, I guess just to wrap things up, I think a lot of folks are curious about AI. What advice would you give for them as they explore how they can implement AI into their workplace?
Ryan, there's so many different places they can start. And as I said earlier, the barrier of entry is really low. There's a lot of great models out there to leverage. Really look for the areas where you're spending a lot of human time on doing things that are capable in AI. And that's a lot of processing of large data sets or analysis of numbers and data to get outcomes. So, and also reach out to your IT professionals, people who can give you advice, but we definitely see lots of opportunities for AI in the future.
All right, lots of opportunities indeed. It's clear that affordable AI isn't just a trend, it's a turning point, and platforms like Workato are helping businesses ride that wave of change smartly and sustainably. That was John Deeb, Field CTO for Workato APAC. Thanks so much for joining us, John.
Thank you.
Stay with us on The Breakfast Show on Money FM 89.3.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app.
That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.